Hello and welcome to Desert Ox Farms. I am Desert Ox, and this is my first ever Let's Play. Uh, Goals for this are going to be to, build up a farm from nothing. I know it says I got some money. I already did the recording, and this is just the intro. I'm recording it after the fact. Anyhow, the idea is to start with nothing. Um, no land, no equipment, nothing, and build our way up to having a farm. I have a horse farm picked out that I think will be great. It's right in the middle of the map. It's around $365,000, and that's my, I guess you could say, ultimate goal. But once we get to that goal, we'll set a new goal and keep on going and see just how far we can make it. And without further ado, let me show you the mods. These are the mods that I'll be using. I have, the MacDon pack, a couple of pieces of equipment. Most of these are going to be script mods. I do have the automatic watering because, to start with, I won't use that. That's something that as I move forward, it's like installing pipes into your greenhouse. Because, you know, and then like info display, lumberjack. Lumberjack is just, in my opinion, it's a necessity when it comes to any kind of logging. I'm not saying I'm going to do a lot of logging, but it'll be there just in case. Power tools, that's just something I have in there as a equalizer. If things are out of balance some way, I can like remove money, stuff like that. It helps me to keep things on an even keel so things don't get crazy. Real mowers, so our mowers work like they're supposed to. The real clocks, just so I can personally keep up with time. You got the round baler, the sleep pit wheel. I added this little workstation. Uh, this special offers. It'll just let us know when there's stuff on sale. So it'll come up on the screen, that sort of thing. Added the stop combine, time saving stock check, and unloading bales early. Nothing too crazy, but that's what we'll be working with. Oh, and the boost contracts. The boost contracts is there because basically it doubles your contracts as far as what their payout is. And the whole point of that is, well, contracts don't pay out a lot, and we're not trying to grind on contracts. We're trying to be able to do our own farm, but we will start with contracts because that's going to be the only way we have to make money because we don't have any land. But to keep from having to do nothing but contracts, that's just to help boost it a little so we can move a little quicker with progression. That's the only reason for that. Well, with all that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to do new farmer. We got $100,000 loan. Probably will reset that to zero. I'm just going to start with a pickup truck and a trailer. It'll be the only equipment that we have. No loans. And we're going to do it easy economy simply because we'd like to be able to have progression without it being a complete total grind fest. But other than that, we have no start farm and we're not doing the tour. Let's get started. I think that'll work. Okay, so it started us here at this farm. Just to confirm that we don't own anything, let's check our farmlands. Yes, and we don't own anything here. And our equipment. Where's our vehicles? There we go. We have no vehicles. Now I am going to go over to the shop here. And we are going to purchase a pickup truck. I'm just going to get the old International. We'll add a trailer hitch. I'm going to give it a different color. I really kind of like the old Massey red. And we'll change these to white, because that just gives it a nice classic look. Could throw the toolbox on there, but we're going to leave it off so we got that little bit of extra room for storage. And we're going to buy that. And we get a choice of one trailer. And our one trailer isn't even going to be a high capacity trailer. As a matter of fact, it's a little difficult to find in here because for some reason they decided to put it in a strange category. We come all the way down to the miscellaneous and the miscellaneous category, and we'll find the STEMA. We're going to use this trailer. It only has a 2.9 or 2,900 liter capacity. It's not a huge capacity, but it does have a few unique things that makes it a little different than some of the other trailers, and we'll see those eventually. I'd like to have the raised sides on it, but I'm not sure if it still works the same. We'll find out. If it doesn't work, we'll have it, and that's what we're going to go with. So that'll be our trailer. That gives us a little more capacity, but it's not a lot. It's only 5.6, so 5,600 liter capacity. So it doesn't even hold a whole lot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Power Tools and add remove money. And we have, what, 64,000, I think is what it said. So we're going to take minus 64,000. And we're at $0. So now, all we own is a pickup truck, which is a rather nice pickup truck, I might add, and a little trailer. So I think, let's see if I think we'll probably have to get in here, show some of these little features real quick. We're going to have to get started pretty quick because we got to get to work. I think if we're hooked up, should, oh, not that one. Maybe we have to do it from out here. Oh, you know what? That just shut off. We got to change this setting. Let's see, crop destruction will be on. We're going to leave periodic plowing off, but everything else we will leave on, even disasters, normal dirt, automatic engine start. That's a booger. I can't stand that one. The stop and go braking is on. Trailer fuel limit is off. Just because, you know, whoever pays attention to weight limits. Fuel usage is normal, and we don't want our NPCs buying anything. There we go. And that'll be good. We'll save that. Let's go to our contracts and find something that we can do. Deadwood, fertilizing, hoeing contracts, mowing. That would be a good one. Oh, and it's using the MacDon. Let's take that. Let's borrow that. And now we just shut our little truck down because we're not going to use it here. Grab this. First time I've gotten a chance to use this. Clearly. Running all over my, oh my word. Yep. Professional driver here. Professional driver here. Yeah, real professional driver here. Oh, we're getting a lot of glitch in here. We just did the update, so it's probably recaching shaders. Hopefully that'll get done pretty quick. We got up to field. Oh wait, there we go. Field 12. So field 12 is basically right across the bridge here. I'm not sure if there's a good way to get there or not. So we'll just head on down the road. And this thing really gets going. So ultimately, there's a particular farm that I would like to buy towards the center of the map. I think it's a really nice farm. And that's kind of my goal to start with, is to earn enough money to be able to buy that farm. But in the process, we may have to buy some smaller fields so that we can actually grow some crops and have some things coming in. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see how it goes, what direction we're going to go in. Can we get through the woods back there? I'm not sure if we can or not. We'll just come on up here. It's not too far. We'll come through town. It's a nice little town up here anyhow. Cut through the gasket. Oh, it's a rough road. Luckily there's not much traffic out. But this will be my Let's Play. Like I said, there's we can lease. That is going to be something we can do. Because like I said, we're not trying to make this a complete and total grind fest, but we are going to try to stay on the up and up. We're not cheating in any money. We do have some things that make it easier to get money, but that's just because, like I said before, we're not trying to do a complete and total grind. Let's see. Let's try this out here. Maybe give it 2 headlands. Okay. Gets our first contract completed. So let's turn it in. Let's get a little money. $4,675 because we borrowed the equipment. Thank you. Nice doing business with you there, Mr. Noah. Okay, so it looks like field 29 is probably going to be our first field. And it's a long ways from home because this is the farm we want to buy. It's got a nice bit of room out here, but it's this farmhouse. It's all about this farmhouse. Look at this thing. Absolutely beautiful. Got the swans out front. I mean, this would be an awesome place to live. And come around here. Wait, we got a place to ride our horses around back. Come on. What are you talking about? It's got a nice barn. Oh, yeah. Can we peek in the window? Is there anything in the barn? Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit of deadwood over there. We don't want those contracts if we can help it. I mean, I'm not saying we won't take them. But they really just don't pay out very good. Come back down here and look at this. Look at this. Is that a stable? I mean, come on, man. Look at this place. It's amazing. You got this horse farm right here. I believe this was the actual horse pen. Look at that mailbox. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to stick their hand up a horse's ass? I mean, you know. Yeah, I think this is the horse pasture. This place is going to be amazing. It's going to be ours. Or mine, or however you want to say it. Doesn't matter to me. And then look. Check this place out. I'm not even sure what this is exactly. But it's awesome. Some kind of stable. A riding ring for your horses. It's got a ball in there. It's got a nice grass yard, so I mean, we could definitely get a mower and keep some of this stuff cut. I don't know, maybe this is a horse pasture as well. That's looks kind of like a feeding ring. Oh man, I don't know. We're going to find out because this is going to be our farm. It's absolutely amazing farm. Comes right down over this. And that will be a great field to have right there. I mean, it's looking down on the town over there. Such a cool place. Such a cool place. Okay. We got to get to earning. So, let's see. Fertilizing contracts. I don't really want to do fertilizing contracts. You had to spend some money. I know you got to spend money to make money, but much rather do something like this. Harvesting contracts. And these three right here will probably be perfect. We'll start off with this one. We'll borrow the equipment. Let's see, this one gives us, what is that tractor? Or harvester? Kind of looks like an S7. It's definitely larger than the others two. We'll borrow this one, and maybe we'll use it on these other two. You know, since we got it. So we'll borrow these items. And we'll hop back over to the shop. Sure, we'll enter this vehicle. What is it? It is an S7. How about that? Alright, so we have made it to our field. We need to unfold this thing. While it does that, let's set up a course. One headland, sure, why not? And let's do this thing. Alright, we got this all done. Let's go get it sold. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that we were going to allow leasing, but the thing with leasing is we're going to have to keep that piece of equipment for at least 6 months. I'm pretty sure that if you lease a piece of equipment in real life, that you can't just lease it and then return it. So you have to have it for a certain period of time. So we're going to limit ourselves to at least 6 months. Let's see where this thing's got to go. It's probably down south. Oh, haven't been to this one before. Okay, so we'll hit the road right up here. Go by the sunflower farm and make our way down. Cool. Somewhere new I've never been before. Let's head that way. Where do we go? Go down the hill? Looks like we go right up here. I believe this would be the place. That's one more contract out of the way. Yep, that's the right one. And will we make any extra off of this? We did. We got almost an extra $3,000 off of it. That's awesome. So we're going to hang on to this tractor, and we're going to see if they'll let us use it on another contract. Let's come back out of here, get up here to the road. And hopefully we don't cut off any more box trucks, because I think he was pretty upset. So, harvesting. Whoa, 19,000. 19,000? Now that's a nice contract. It's oats. Oats aren't real high yielding, so this setup will probably work pretty decent for that too. Hard to turn that down. Before we do that, let's take one of these smaller contracts. Say field 46, which is right down from where we are now. Let's take this and make sure our equipment's going to work. So we'll take that. We'll just take this back on it to 46. trailer. Get off the road. Oh man, that was close. Let's dig in. You know what? Before we dig in, let's do this the old-fashioned way. So that's awesome. So it looks like they don't mind us borrowing their equipment to do other contracts, which is great. So we will hang on to this while we do these harvesting contracts. And I think there's a field literally right next door to this one, this 43. I think maybe a contract as well. It is, so we'll just go ahead and snatch that one up because it's also canola. And farm 49, I'm not sure exactly where that is. That one's also canola. Where's 49 in relation to where we are? That's just around the corner, so cool. Are these going to deliver to the same place? I did not check that. They are grain terminal. Good deal. What about 49? Does 49 go to the grain terminal? Go back down. Harvesting 49 also goes to the grain terminal. So let's accept that one. And we'll have all these right here together. Let's go ahead and get all those knocked out. that's 3 more contracts. We've got what, 5 total? Let's go unload this. We'll get this sold, and I think there's one more that we can get done today before this day will be over with, and we'll be out of sunlight. And that one is probably the most profitable of them all. Well, it's probably nothing. It is the most profitable of them all. Am I not getting it centered up? There we go. And this other contract is still available. That one right there, it's oats. We will accept that contract. And that contract is down on field 91. Okay, so we go right back down by the farm supply and behind the ferry docks. I know right where it's at. Let's head that way. I do believe we can come over here and take the road down to the ferry. We get over here, we may get us a little part-time help just to get that started, and then we'll take it over after we get our crop sold, and we'll just go on from there. Sounds like a good plan to me. Yeah, it's lucky the ferry was on our side. So let's hop out and get it rolling. And away we go. Oh, I probably should have folded this. But I think after we get these done, we'll definitely have enough to buy our first field. And hopefully that'll be by the end of this day. And then we'll have to do some more contracts, have a little money so that we can start working that field. It may be ready to harvest now. I'm not sure if it is. Hopefully, if it is, we can catch it before it's withered and gone. If not, well, that's okay. We'll have time to get it cultivated and prepped up for the next season. And have it, have us a little bit of equipment, maybe some more farmland to go along with it, so we can start making a profit so we can buy our farm. Right now, we're homeless. We are sleeping under the stars. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get us an AI worker going. We're going to let them do, let's just have them do 2 headlands. Work the headlands first, start with headlands, works for me. We're going to get them going right here. I say we are. What are you doing there, buddy? He's blocked by the daggum trailer. Okay. Let's get him past the trailer. And now let's hire him back up. Okay. Not exactly sure what he's doing. He's just trying to give me a hard time. That's what he's doing. How's about you just go in the other direction? Maybe that'll work. And you know, the workers are better on here. They are. They truly are. But they have their issues. I'll be happy when Courseplay comes along, so that some of these issues can just be eliminated. Because Courseplay is still a better option for workers, but you know, it says better than what we had. Watch him turn around. Are you gonna? He's just repositioning. Okay, good. All right, now we can go and we can get our truck or our tractor and deliver our canola. Oh, there's our tractor. Still over here burning diesel. I hope that doesn't cost us anything. If it does, I mean, we deserve it because we did leave it running. Let's go get all these delivered. So I think we're actually doing pretty good as far as contracts go. I think we'll have close to 40,000 or more once we get all these completed. That'll definitely get us our first piece of land. And once we have a piece of land, well, we're just going to have something to be able to start working that land. So we'll have to start working towards getting some equipment. Like I said before, you know, we'll start off, or won't necessarily start off, but we are going to do leases. But if we do a lease, we have to keep that lease for at least 6 months. So we're not just going to grab it, use it, and then turn it in, and you know, try to cheat it that way. It's going to cost us something if we actually use it. So we have to be selective on what we use, especially if we get to like a spinach harvester or something like that, because those things are $25,000-$30,000 a month. I don't know how much spinach is worth, but if I got at least a piece of equipment for that kind of money, I'm pretty sure it's going to eat every bit of the profits. So stuff like that, it's probably going to be better to just go ahead and outright buy it. But as far as some of the startup equipment, our first tractor, and we may lease it, but at the end of that 6 months, we'll at least have the option to keep it if we want. If not, we may be able to get something a little better if we need it, just depending on the farm's needs. But we're not going to be able to sell it because it's not going to be ours, so we're not going to get any benefit from it there. So it's got a bit of a catch-22, if you lease, but at least it's going to cost us something. It's got something that can kind of slow us down along the way. It's 1, 2, and 3, and we got an extra. Let's see what it says. Come on, there we go. We got an extra 3,600 off of that. That's not too shabby. So I mean, just from the last two fields, we've gotten like basically. Well, not the last two fields, but the latest contracts that we've just done. We've gotten roughly, 6,000-7,000 extra dollars off of these contracts to help pad out, what we've got. That's pretty good. Gotta get to the other side of the river here. Sound like the barge is coming. This is an absolutely gorgeous map. I mean, absolutely gorgeous map. I first started playing Farm Sim with Farm Sim 22, and I was just really taken by all the detail that was in that game as far as the different moving parts with the machinery and stuff. And, I wasn't really a big, like, Farm Sim kind of player to begin with, as far as like any kind of Farm Sim, like Harvest Moon or any of that kind of stuff. those really, didn't really appeal to me. And I saw somebody playing this, and I just kept thinking, wow, that's kind of cool, and wow, that's kind of cool, and it was just like, it's free on Game Pass, so let's give it a shot. And I tell you, there's just something about this game. When you start playing it, it really gets its hooks in you. It's just a lot of fun. I'm really going a long way to get where I'm going, aren't I? It'll be okay. We'll just take the long way. But I've played Farm Sim. Man, I've probably played this thing just about every single day since 22. About 2 weeks after it came out. I picked it up about 2 weeks after it came out, and like I said, I played this thing almost every single day, and I absolutely have a ball every time I play this thing. It's just such a wonderful game. It's you get all the stress out from the day. You can just, oh my goodness, that's a little stressful. Look at this guy. Boy, I tell you, the traffic is crazy. But yeah, you can kind of get your stress out at the end of the day. I know I've come in plenty of times after work and started harvesting the field, and I really enjoy it, but all of a sudden just fall asleep while I'm doing what I'm doing. Looks like our worker's probably made it back around. He's probably blocked by that trailer again. But man, chill, relax, guy, relax. We're on our way. But whenever Farm Sim 25 came out, there was just no doubt in my mind I was going to pick this up. I was kind of skeptical about the differences in the game. You see the screenshots and you see the trailers, and it looks nice, but it's like I personally wanted a pretty big visual upgrade. I wanted to see a lot of difference in this compared to 22. I think we can get to our guy right here, and I gotta tell you, I'm not disappointed. I mean, it's not a huge upgrade, but it is definitely an upgrade. Visually, the game in pretty much every aspect just looks better. You just sitting up here, just look at you, man. Talking about pitching a fit. Good grief. It's all right, guy. We're here. Just hop out. Hop out. Man, he's just throwing a fit. He's up here just raising and lowering, raising and lowering. All right, we're gonna just cut us a little swath right across the front right here. And after we cut this little swath, then we'll do us another headland around. But this gives us a little room away from that header. And plus, I'd like to be going in the other direction so we can pipe out to the outside. But yeah, Farming Simulator 25 so far for me has been an absolutely wonderful experience. I like the crops. I like the additional crops. There's nothing special about any of the crops, but like with these oats, you can tell that there's stubble down on the ground that needs to be mulched. It's not as hard to see those things with 25 like it was in 22. Some of the texturing is just a lot easier to make out. And like right there, you can see that light moving across the field. It's just this, the light shining through the clouds, and it's just a really cool thing. Because clouds move. I mean, we've seen the shadows. I mean, been around long enough. You've seen shadows from clouds moving across the fields and stuff like that, and it's a neat thing to see in the game. Having the time at 5 times, they kind of move along a little quicker than normal. But not to say that I haven't seen them move that quick. It's just you don't see all the clouds move that quick all the time. Yeah, that's just kind of been my journey, I guess, with Farm Sim. And so far, I'm really enjoying 25. It's got some flaws in it. There's some bugs here and there. They just did an update and it seems to have gotten rid of a good bit of the problems I was having. I kept having a lot of the flickering issues, which I'm not having now, and I'm really happy to see that I'm not having those flickering issues, because it was getting to be a bit annoying, especially as much as I enjoy playing this. So seeing that that stuff is gone, that's great. Um, that little Sigma trailer that I picked up there at the beginning, you know, it still won't hook to the international. Uh, Not the little truck that I have, but the bigger work truck. It still won't hook to that, which I think is a shame. It really should be able to hook to that truck, because the little Sigma trailer is just such a it's just a cool trailer. It's a great trailer for having as a starting piece of equipment. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do with it because it doesn't really have a whole lot of capacity, but I mean, you can use it. You know, you can haul a few bales, you can haul a little bit of your crop or whatever. You know, it's a great way to kind of start on the low end of things and have something that you can use to build your way up. So you have that sense of accomplishment that this game it gives to you. You know, where you feel like you're really making some progress somewhere. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to bump the mouse like that. But yeah, my goals are to you know, to build up a farm, basically starting with no money. Um, and I really like that horse farm. I want to make that my main farm. So that's going to be the goal, is to get that horse farm. It's over $300,000, almost $400,000 just for that farm. And there's no fields, so there's no real benefit to owning that thing. You know, it makes it seem kind of crazy as to, well, why would you buy that? But I mean, you know, it's a farmhouse. Everybody's got to have a farmhouse. Well, you don't got to, but it's nice to have a farmhouse. So we'll get this unloaded. But yeah, it's nice to have a farmhouse. It'll be cool to have some horses, um, you know, as opposed to some of the other animals that, you know, horses aren't something I've really done a whole lot of. So it'll be kind of nice to, you know, change of pace. There's some pasture there that we can probably cut. I'm not sure about the one. It looks like it might be part of the horse barn. You know, so may have to have one of my other fields planted for grass and cut it for hay or whatever, or plant some oats to be able to feed the horses. It won't take much, I'm sure, but you know, it's something to aspire to. Oh, and as far as, like I was telling you, the harvester that I want to be able to get, I'll show you right here. It's this one. It's not real big, you know, but I really like this little Massey. You know, there's nothing really special about it. You don't have any special tire setups. You know, even it's called a beta. We need the alpha. Where's the alpha? You got an alpha in here? I guess I guess this would be the alpha. Oh, wait, no. This would be the alpha. Hey, how come there's two of those in here? That one's 647 horses, and how is it? Uh, I thought Giants only released one of these. Maybe somebody else has one, and I've downloaded them both. Let's see. This one has. Okay, let's check the other one. See if it has any more options. No, it looks like the same options. It's not the same harvester, is it? Something different about this? What am I missing? That was 12,500 liters. And this one, oh, this one will go up to 1,700, over 17,000. Okay, so this is a bigger harvester. Okay. Well, cool. Uh, that's the big boy, 17,000. Oh, $580,000. Woo. Well, we're not looking to do that. We're really just looking to get this, something like this, you know. And if you look at the combinations, It only has a 7.6 meter header for the grain header, and for corn and soybean or sunflowers, it's just 6 meters. So it's not a massive harvester, but that's what we want to get. We'll probably end up having to lease it to begin with because it is $265,000. But those are some of the goals that we have right now. So let's just go ahead and get this thing wrapped up, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, I'm sorry that we didn't get to finish the harvest on that field. For some reason, my recording stopped, and we didn't get to complete all that. But just to show you what we got off all the contracts when we did sell them, I'll show you my statistics screen. You can see we did purchase the land at $45,720. We had a harvest income, so the extra crop that we sold over what was required for the contracts, we made $12,000, and for the contract income we had $41,000. So we had right around $54,000 in total. That's what we paid out on our worker, and this is the money that I took out, from the beginning after picking up the truck and the trailer. That was what was left over, so I took that out of the balance. So this 41,000 and this 12, those were the profits that we made, and this was the expense for the land. So right now we're still sitting at $8,335. Like I said, sorry that the recording didn't finish, but we're going to have to call it a night because it's dark, and we'll pick up tomorrow. We'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.